I'm Don Smith.
And I'm Bill Cartwright. And today is June 11th.
We're currently on Channel 5 on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month.
AJ also AJ also plays our program at other times on Channel 5 and on YouTube.
We suggest that you watch it on YouTube because you can watch it anytime when you use YouTube. Just use your TV, your smartphone, your iPad, your computer, Google what's happening in Miami County Video, and up we pop, and you can watch our program anytime, which is a lot better than having to watch it just specifically at a time.
And you can watch past episodes too. If you've had a favorite that you've seen before, you can watch it again.
Oh yeah, I watched our first one.
Yeah.
We never got any better.
I know,
We just got more talkative.
Just more talkative, yeah.
So what have you been up to?
Well, the usual stuff. Working at Bethany Center, and Bible study, going to Bible study, and mowing, and then mowing again.
Oh yeah.
It never ends. The grass has been growing like crazy. We get rain and just enough sun to make it pop, and so it's like I'm mowing about every 4 to 5 days.
And you put fertilizer on there too, right?
I did, and
What's that do for you?
it made it grow. It made it look good, but it makes it grow. But basically, I mean, that's it. That's what I've been doing, trying to get over a little bit of a cold or something right now. So,
Really?
yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah. Tell me. So anyway, what you been up to?
Well, I've been doing the same kind of stuff, had lunch with my brother. We haven't done that for a while because he's been in Florida, and then he was in Michigan. He's all over the place. I just stay home. But anyway, we went for lunch, and that was really a nice thing. And of course, I do Bethany like you do Bethany. And,
Yep.
And I had to take Sam to the vet because it was time. No emergencies. He was just ready for shots.
Just ready for shots.
And I was ready for shock.
Shock.
Yeah.
At
There's
the
shocks,
price.
and
Yeah.
then there's shock when I got the bill.
For bill, yeah.
It was over $400 by the time we got all that done.
Absolutely.
I'm like, dog, you better appreciate us, because not only did I pay $400, but I buy your food all the time. So, and now he needs a diet. That's what they told me. So he's going to have to stop eating some because he gained 3 pounds since the last visit.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
What are you feeding that dog?
I don't feed him anything. He just gets his food whenever he wants, which is what we're going to change to.
I was going to say.
Twice a day and be done with it.
Right, that's what we do. We feed
yeah.
our dogs twice a day, and that's what they get. And if they don't decide to eat it, they don't eat that day.
Well, one of the fun things I did too, last Friday and Saturday, Sue and I decided that we were going to be going somewhere. We'd kind of decided quite a while back that we'd be gone that weekend, and so we did that, and we had to rest up, because we rested up during that trip to get ready for the big trip, because that's going to take some energy. And so
You think?
Yeah, I think so. Because for those who don't know, we're going to be going to London, Ireland, and Scotland, both of us, at the end of the month, and so we'll probably have some pictures to share when we get back from there. So anyway, we did a rest up vacation last weekend, and we had the historic district scavenger hunt.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
On the 7th. Oh, it was really nice, because the nice thing about it is it's a leisurely walk through the district, and we attached it to the St. Mary festival that they have, where they have all that fun stuff that you can do, and so that people could go to the festival, they could come down, and they could attend our walk around and do the scavenger hunt. And of course we had prizes, $50, $75, and $100.
Did you have winners?
No, it was $75, $50, and $25. What we do is we take all the people who find all the stuff, put them in a hopper, and draw them out.
Okay.
If nobody finds all the stuff, then we pick the best ones that were done and draw them out that way.
So did you have a winner?
Well, certainly we have winners, because you do it, you're a winner. No matter what.
No matter what, you're a winner.
And if you're a winner, you can go up to the festival and have a beverage.
Oh, there you go.
Or play bingo.
Bingo, whatever you want to do with it. Yeah.
So, that was kind of fun. And then our friends who live in Pennsylvania Leanne and Frank Twardowski's daughter Audrey was confirmed in the Catholic Church, and so that was a nice thing. And we watched that live streaming on Sunday, so we could see exactly that celebration, because next weekend they're coming to visit.
Oh, are they?
And that's
oh,
when,
that's cool.
We'll celebrate that. They always come for the chicken.
Chicken?
Oh yeah, the Versailles Chicken Festival.
Oh.
Poultry Festival's coming up. And
That's your favorite festival, isn't it?
it's my favorite festival to miss, yeah.
Yeah.
Since I don't eat chicken.
Yeah,
But,
I know.
You know, we get the dinners anyway, and I eat the roll, and my wife eats the rest of it, so we're all good. And then we had the big meeting, of course, for the upcoming vacation, where our travel agent Dawn
Yes.
from AAA
Yeah.
meets with us all six, and we sit down and get our documents and all our
Right.
details ironed out so that we're ready to roll when the day
So we're
comes.
not ignorant when we get on the plane.
Yeah,
to go.
I'm a little scared because they've talked about how
Yeah.
the British right now aren't real happy with Americans. So I guess I'm going to wear a British flag or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I blend in with everybody.
You're not going to
But-
wear your American flag?
No, and I'm not going to get too nervous about it. And as I always
No,
tell everybody, if something were to happen, terrible, you know, if something terrible were to happen, all I ask for is my name on a plaque.
For what?
Well, you know, if they shoot me,
Oh,
for instance. So you know.
Name on a plaque.
Well, yeah, you leave your name on a plaque. That'll be nice. So anyway, that's all coming up, and you have some events.
Yes, I do, actually. There's a few here. Excuse me. As usual, farmers markets in progress for the summer. And May 29th from 3 to 6. That's at downtown Piqua. And of course, all through June 5th, 12th, 19th, 16th. So that's all going on right now. So if you want some good produce, go down there and check it out. And then, of course, the Lock 9 concert series is coming June 6th at, and this is Brass Tracks Band. This is June 6th.
June 6th and 7th is already over.
Oh, it's over. Oh, no, I know why I got this on here. Never mind. Okay, so June 13th. June 13th, the Driving Force Band will be at Lock 9. And then June 20th, Rock This Town Orchestra will also be at Lock 9. They've really got a lot of great concerts planned for basically the whole summer. So it'll be really nice. And those are usually 7 to 9. You bring a blanket, bring a chair, and you can sit there. And
That's all Saturday nights, isn't it?
all Saturday nights, yep. And it's so, we'll have a website at the end of the show that you can go to and get even more information if you want to. And then there's called Lost Creek Garden and Antique Show. That's June 13th through June 14th. And it's antiques, country furniture, vintage garden accessories, and things like that. Admission's $5, and it's located at 1058 Newp Road, Troy, 2 miles east of Troy off State Route 41. And I have a phone number that you can get at the end of the show, and you'll be able to find out more information from that. And then Cherry Street Farmers Market down in Troy. That's June 14th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it's going to run, their farmers market runs June 14th and will run through September 27th on Saturday mornings from 9 to noon. So every Saturday they'll have a farmers market down there. And like I said, a lot of good stuff to eat. And then Vintage in the Village. This is downtown Tip City. It comes alive with shopping for vintage antiques and artisan treasures, along with a wide variety of food trucks and activities. So just a fun time for that. And to go along with that in Tip City, the Canal Music Fest is also going on at Tip City Community Park, and that's the same day, June 14th, from 5 to 9 p.m. And that'll be a fun time. There's food, and they'll have bands, and the band that's going to be there is called Barracuda.
Oh boy.
Which, looks like it's two gals, and the other band that's going to be there is called Strangers. So who knows? I don't know what kind of music they play, but there again, the websites will be shown at the end of the show. And then a rooftop Beatles tribute by Come Together, which is June 14th at 7 p.m. downtown Troy at the Prouty Plaza. Should be a lot of fun. They have a lot of great concerts through the summer also, but this one will be a Beatles tribute. So if you like the Beatles, that might be fun to go to and hear. We're going to do this a little later. I can do.
Yeah, we can do something.
Okay, well, I'll do some more a little later than when we come back.
Well, make sure that you stay with us today because we've got some exciting things happening. We've got a visitor that we're going to talk to here in the studio, and then we're going to take a little trip, and we're going to go out to Jerry and Darla Williamson's home, and they're going to cook for us. Actually, that was something that we've taped, and it was we taped it last week, and we're going to share it with you on this program. They did an outstanding job.
Oh, yes.
Their pool area is beautiful. We dressed for the pool. They dressed for the show, so they looked a lot better than we did.
They did,
That's
yeah.
okay.
And we were a little chilly, but that's
the
okay.
food was good, and it's a good thing to watch, so stay tuned for those things. And in the meantime, remember last time we were together, we talked about presidents of Ohio,
Yes.
from Ohio.
Yeah, from Ohio.
And there were, you remember how many?
About 8.
8 presidents.
Yep.
And one of them only was there for a month because he got
Right.
sick at the inauguration and died.
Kicked the bucket. Yeah.
That would really tick me off if I had done that.
Yeah.
Because you
Well,
get it
you
all-
don't care.
Oh, well, it'd be a plaque.
Yeah,
That'd
it'd be a
another
plaque.
So anyway,
He's remembered. Let's put it that way.
that's right. So I got to thinking about famous people from Ohio, and I thought, well, they're not the only famous people from Ohio.
No.
And so I asked you, do you know any famous people from Ohio that you could share with our audience?
Well, yes. With a little help, yes, I found some. Allison Janney.
Oh,
which,
she was on Mom. Remember that program?
Mom, yeah, and West Wing
Oh,
and all that.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Winters. I just thought he was so funny.
He was. He's from Hamilton.
Yes, yeah.
And Allison was from Dayton.
From Dayton, yep. And then Paul Newman, who was a filmmaker and race car driver.
And what else? Can you think of something else he did?
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman. His name's all over stuff.
Not for sure.
I guess you don't buy his salad dressing, do you?
No,
Paul
I
Newman-
don't. I forgot
Paul
about
Newman's
that.
got big salad dressing.
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
does
That's
a lot
true.
with that. So,
And then Drew Carey, another funny comedian.
oh yeah, he's kind of funny. I liked him better when he wasn't on Price is Right, but
Right.
that's his new gig.
That's his new gig, so
He's
that's
on
what he's
there
going to
doing
do.
his thing.
And then, of course, Martin Sheen, which a Manchurian Candidate and West Wing.
Oh yeah, he was president, wasn't he?
Yeah,
In West
yeah,
Wing?
in West Wing, yeah.
Yeah. So we had another president.
We had another president. Oh, that makes 9. Oh, okay, well,
I forgot about that.
yeah. How about you?
Oh yeah, well you got the standard. Neil Armstrong.
Oh, yeah, that's
Now,
a big one.
What did he do?
Oh, I don't know.
Something simple.
He took a walk,
Yeah.
but I can't remember. Let's see, where did he walk?
So he put his foot on the moon.
Yes, he did.
First one to do that, and he said something about small step for man and a large
This
step
is
for
one
mankind.
small step for man, one large leap for mankind.
Oh, you got it down.
Well, it's something
Were you
like-
there?
I listened.
Oh, you listened.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty impressive. And that was up there in Wapakoneta. And then, of course, you have Steven Spielberg.
Oh, yeah.
And, he's like the director extraordinaire. I mean, he does everything.
I can't even think of all the movies that he's done. I mean,
He's considered the most commercially successful director. In other words, his movies have made more money than anybody else's.
I believe it. I believe it.
And then we had, believe it or not, Clark Gable came from Ohio. And of course, for those of you who are young, you don't know Clark Gable, but let's just say he was a part of Gone with the Wind. I think he had a pretty good sized part in that.
Oh, yeah. With Gone with the Wind? Yeah. Rhett Butler? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was the biggie.
Oh, yeah.
And so and of course, you had to have watched Gone with the Wind to appreciate that. But he lived in a town called Cadiz.
Cadiz.
I don't even know where that is. Do you?
I've heard of it, but I don't know where it's at for sure.
Oh, it's over by West Virginia, according to
That's what I thought.
Our resident expert.
Cadiz. Yeah, I've heard of it, but okay.
And then we had Ted Turner, and Ted Turner, of course, came from Cincinnati,
Yeah.
Ohio, and he founded CNN.
It's called Cadiz.
What?
Cadiz, Ohio.
Cadiz?
Cadiz.
Not Cadiz?
No, not Cadiz. It's
I
Cadiz.
think Cadiz is more fun to
and it
say.
is. It's over by West Virginia. It's like literally on the border.
Yeah.
Well, he was the king of Hollywood,
Yes. Ted Turner. Yeah.
No, not Ted Turner. I'm still on
Clark Gable.
since we
Oh,
got
okay.
back. Ted Turner founded CNN. But you know what blows my mind about that? That was 1980.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And that was the first station that was 24-hour news.
Yeah. And and if I can say this, it used to be a good station.
Well, things
have changed.
They
Yeah,
have
so
become
never mind.
opinionated.
Yeah, extremely.
Yeah, and that's why I personally like to watch Channel 17 because it's one of those stations where there is no opinions. Yeah. I watched it one time, and one of the speakers was talking to another person, and the other person started doing an opinion. And she said, we'll talk about that at break. And she went to commercial. And when they came back, guess what? They weren't talking about that.
They weren't talking about that, no.
So that was good. That means that they were taking care of it. So we were going to do some more events at this point.
Oh, okay. Yep, sure. I can finish those up real quick. Okay, one that's very important and dear to my heart, and Don's too, I'm sure, is a Library Lounge series by the Friends of the Pickwill Public Library. Sounds of America is the theme this year. And this one will be the Diane Coble Ensemble is coming back, and they're going to be doing outstanding and inspiring gospel music. So that's the theme for this time. It'll be a lot of fun. Friday, June 20th. The performance is at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are free, and they're available starting June 2nd. So they're available now. So if you want tickets for it, you need to go get your tickets now, and it'll just be a fun event and a lot of fun to listen. We've heard Diane Coble a number of times. I'm sure a lot of you have heard them before too, and they're very good.
Usually a large crowd comes for that.
Yes, they're very good. So that's an important event. It'll be nice. And then June 20th, 6 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Troy Hayner Center. At the Juneteenth opening. On Friday, special concert will be held at Richard's Chapel, located at 831 McCaig Avenue in Troy. The concert will feature the Darren Bell Band with the history of gospel music. Darren believes that gospel music played a very important role in the history of many genres of music, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. That's why Friends of the Library is doing a gospel section too. So anyway, that's Juneteenth opening. For more information, you can go to troyhayner.org/upcoming concerts and get more information. That'll be at the end of the show. That should be a good event. And then I mentioned this last program that I think it's important, Operation Veteran Caregiving Support. They're having their annual gala at 6/21, 5 o'clock through 8:30. There's hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, celebrations of the first 5 years. magic show with Brendan Trojan, music and dancing with a live DJ. So should be a lot of fun. Guests it's $50, and you can also have a sponsor if you want. They start at $500. But also a silent auction, also opportunities are available. So that'll be at Romer's Event Center, 201 Robert M. Davis Parkway, Piqua. And I'll give the website will be at the end of the show. It's a very long one, so you might want to hit pause when they're going through it. But so anyway, it'll be, that should be really great, and it benefits the veterans. A Heart for Veterans gala, and it's a good cause. So, and then the Juneteenth celebration in Troy continues on June 21st, 3 to 7. Troy celebrates its 5th Juneteenth celebration this year on Saturday, June 21st at McKay Grace Park, beginning at 3:30 p.m. So there'll be a concert, and it'll be a lot of fun. So if you want to go to that, again, it's the 21st. And then Treasure Island is having a concert with Thunderbird, which, are you familiar with ZZ Top?
Not really. I know of them, and that's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a tribute to ZZ Top, and they do it. They're called Thunderbird. And that should be a lot of fun if you know any ZZ Top. I know a lot of our audience probably doesn't know that much about ZZ Top. But
Those young people out there do.
But maybe you do. I don't know. But anyway, they're the ones
us
that
old people that
have.
don't
They're the
know.
ones that have the fuzzy electric guitars that they play and the big long white beards, and it should be a lot of fun. This is a tribute band, and they look like them. They really do. The pictures I've seen, they look like ZZ Top. But anyway, that's it. Like I said, Treasure Island Park concert, and that's at Treasure Island Park, 409 East Elm Street, Troy, Ohio. Bring a chair and enjoy an amazing concert at Treasure Island, 7:30 to 9 p.m. So there you go. That's that. And then Rock and Roll Car Show, Main Street, Piqua, downtown Piqua. There again, you can go to the website to get more information. Should be a lot of fun. And that's it. That's all the events I've got right now.
Well,
Yes.
I was thinking it's about time for our special guest, you know.
Well, yeah.
So should we bring him on?
Well, yes. Okay.
Okay, so
I'm introducing Mr. Anthony Ganger, better known as AJ. He is the station manager and the cameraman behind the scenes for our program, and he always makes us look good, or as good as he can make us
I was
look.
going to say, where are you
He's all-knowing, just magnificent AJ.
Okay.
Come join us.
So now we have to break for a second so that he can walk up here and get on the spot, and then we'll turn the cameras back on.
Yeah.
So we're back.
Yes.
And we've got the master right here.
Yes.
And I just thought it would be interesting. You know, we've done over a year now.
Man extraordinaire.
Yep. And we need to have a little talk, I thought.
I think so too.
Okay. What do you think was our #1 program over the last period of time we've been?
Oh man, that's a good question. There's so many good ones to speak of.
That's a suck up.
From the courthouse to the Nancy Mullenbrock cheesecake.
Ooh, that was delicious. Yeah.
To even my daughter being on camera with you guys for a couple minutes. So I mean, there's just so many. It's really hard to pick. It really, really is.
Well, we'd like to have you all out there tell us what you like too, so we know how to keep doing more of them.
So, okay, so, you know, we do these taping and everybody sees us and all that. So what happens after we leave the studio?
So all the cameras get shut off, and then I go back into the room and I transfer your file to whatever device I need, and then drop it on my computer. And depending on what I was working on before, I'll either start working away on that video to get that done, or I'll move on to the thing I was working on before.
Well, you make it sound so easy.
Yeah, well,
And it's not.
that's what is that, maybe 15, 20 minutes after we're done?
Yeah, about 15, 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it probably takes a good 2-3 hours to edit one episode of this show.
Because
Right,
see,
there
you
you
don't
go.
see everything we do.
No.
Like if we forget to put our zipper up or something, you don't see that because he takes it right out of the program.
Sometimes I leave
Sometimes
it
he
in
leaves it
just
in.
as a
I
little
was
joke
saying.
for you guys.
Yeah.
So why do you have to watch the programs now backwards?
Yeah,
See
to
which
find
one
out,
happened. But anyway, so, you know, we've been pushing lately the YouTube idea to watch the program on YouTube. And I'm wondering, can you talk about that? How do we do that?
Yeah, it's real simple. You literally, it can be on your smartphone, it could be on a TV, it could be on a computer. You just go to YouTube, youtube.com, search in the search bar Indian Nation Station or Piqua Indian Nation Station or Piqua City Schools, something like that. It'll pop up. You'll see our logo there. You can click on our page. It'll take you straight there. And you'll be able to watch all of our content back from day one, including every episode of this show. As well as all the other sporting events and other community events that we've covered over the past 10
Now,
years.
when I look it up, I don't do all that. I just type in what's happening in Miami County,
Yeah,
video,
yeah.
and then up pops.
That's another thing that you can also, that's an easier way to find our show, yes.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to find the Indian Nation Station
Station, period.
specifically,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I would do.
Okay, so it all depends on what you want to watch.
Yes.
And if you want to watch the school stuff, and my wife has been watching the graduation.
Yeah, it's playing on TV right now.
Oh, the worst thing that ever happened was when our granddaughter graduated. Because that was a COVID year.
Yeah.
And she was out there on the field. And in our house, we watched that graduation 20 times if we watched it once. Because after all, it was our granddaughter. And so now she's getting ready to graduate from college. It's been that long ago. But we were always watching it on there. And there's so many things that you tape.
Yeah.
And we're expanding our program to do more around the county and even outside the county. We've talked a little bit about some stuff that we want to do that might just be a drive from here. But that's all to come. But mostly, if you get the idea to watch it on YouTube, it'll be the best answer for you. Is that what you would suggest?
Yeah, I mean, and YouTube is their full HD quality videos. Sometimes, like I was telling you guys,
Looks good. Looks
if I'm
good
feeling
on-
spicy, I may upload it in 4K, but that just takes up more space and time. So everything on YouTube is in full HD quality. Everything I shoot is on there, and
It makes us look as good as it can.
I try.
Yeah.
You know,
It's way easier to make you guys look good than it is to make myself look good. I mean, I'm staring at myself up there right now, and it's like, ugh, you know.
Well, you know, the thing about it is, this is the true thing too. We've asked for a lot because we've been in a lot of different places where we had to drive and find the locations, and you helped it, and you taped.
One show you about killed yourself.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, fell in a hole.
Whoa.
Save the camera though. Save the
Yeah,
camera
you
and
saved the
microphones.
camera, but you about fell in a
We should
hole.
bring out that clip and show.
I don't have a clip. I cut the camera right before.
Oh, did
I
you?
said, all right, I'm gonna cut, and then I took a step right after I cut the camera.
And whoop, he was there once, and then whoop, down he went.
It wasn't pretty either. So,
No.
but all was good.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
know, it's for all of you out there watching. You just need to realize that, you know, there's a lot to it, and it seems like
Yeah.
such a simple thing.
But-
Yet, when AJ is asked to be in Troy, or he's asked to be over in Covington or West Milton or wherever, he just shows up and does all that.
We get to do the simple stuff.
Yeah.
It's AJ that has to do the.
Well, we're simple.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes it easy.
We're very simple.
So anyway, and the last time we made AJ go out, we were out at the pool at the Williamsons, and you know, one of the really cool things about that was when you get to go with us, and we have a cooking segment.
Oh yeah, 'cause
yeah.
then I get to eat. These guys are taking me to places that are cooking the best food. I mean, I've had that cheesecake. We've had that apple strudel, the cherry,
the strawberry rhubarb,
strawberry
cream
rhubarb
pie.
cream pie. There was something else,
And
the
the
deer
pasta.
stew and everything. The banana bread with black walnuts. I mean, guys. I should be 500 pounds right now.
But you're not.
I know.
So I just thought it was important that we bring you on, and I think, as we go along here, you'll probably have a special segment on how to find us on YouTube, and
Yep.
and that'll be a really good thing too.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for all that you do
Thanks.
and making us look good.
Yeah, no problem.
yeah, as good as you can. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
So
well, yeah.
anyway.
Go ahead and wrap it up, guys.
Okay, we're going to go over. We're going to leave here now, and we're going
Yep.
to show our segment that we did over at the Williamsons' residence, and they were just such nice people, and
They were.
brought us in, and we had a great time and a great luncheon, and you're going to see that all
Yep.
right now.
It was so delicious.
Yes, it was.
It was good. Well, here we are at a beautiful pool, and we're with Jerry Williamson and
Darla Williamson.
And these two lovely people work with Bill and I at the Bethany Center,
Yep.
and we've gotten to know each other, and they have a connection to Three Joes. So
Just a little.
we decided that we should have them cook for us. Jerry, can you explain the connection?
To the restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah. I've began working there when I was 12 years old. We were originally at Casanos. After so many years of non-performance from Casanos corporate, we decided to go our own way.
That was scary.
It was scary.
Good
Initially.
decision.
I think so too.
Looking back.
I really do. And
Yes.
so we had 3 restaurants at the time. We had 2 in Piqua, 1 in Sydney. After 23 years, it was time to get remarried. And
And Darla came along.
right, and we had 4 children. We just didn't. We thought we could make it just on one restaurant. We didn't need to
Work yourself to death.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
So,
too many restaurants not good on a marriage.
especially if you're working together. Yeah. So anyway,
If you can work together, not every couple can do that.
you're right. You're right.
It's true.
We've had a few tussles, but we've done real well, I think. Darla ran the dining room, and I ran the kitchen.
Yep.
That way, we were kind of stayed apart, and it worked out really well.
That's
that way.
exactly what happened at Alliston Manor. My wife was in charge of the facility there, and I was in charge of all the catering.
Is that right?
Yep, and I was her boss when we were on catering, and she was my boss at the restaurant. And it worked. So anyway, are you still there?
I am not. I'm in the process of retiring. I've resigned as a chief executive officer. My son runs it now. We're right in the middle of an expansion. And as soon as that's done, I'm done.
Because you were in charge of design for the expansion, right?
Correct.
If it ever stops raining, right?
Yeah.
We all dressed to go to the pool. Look at us. And today it's cloudy, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So what are you going to make today?
Okay, so today we're making cacio e pepe, one of our favorites, and it can be served as a main meal or as an appetizer. And we use it, not necessarily an appetizer, but a side, and we love making it with a nice steak. It's just perfect. It goes together very well. And so today we're making cacio e pepe. We're going to try and stay as authentic as we can. This is a dish that was popularized in Rome, and it's considered a poor man's meal. It's very simple.
Perfect for us, Bill.
It's very simple, and we'll go ahead and start. Some of the ingredients we're going to use, and I'll repeat, it's called cacio e pepe. Which it means cheese and pepper.
Oh, my favorite things.
Very simple. So we're going to go ahead and drop the pasta. Now, authentic, we would have used spaghetti.
Oh.
We're using bucatini because that's my favorite. So
Why not?
And for those of you who don't know, that bucatini has a hole in the middle.
Right.
So it's like a straw.
it's like
almost.
a straw. So if you're using a red sauce, it'll get inside the pasta and end up on your shirt. So
Well, it ends up on my shirt no matter what, but that's okay.
Oh, my.
So again, we're going to try and stay as authentic as possible. Cool. Now, one thing we're going to make a small altercation, or change. and we're going to use butter. It's something they normally don't do, but it tends to favor American tastes a little bit better.
What do they usually use?
They'll usually start with black pepper, fresh ground black pepper,
In the skillet
right on the skillet.
Okay.
They'll heat it up, and it becomes very intense. So you really have to watch it, because we experimented.
Sneezing everywhere, right?
Yeah, we experimented last night and way overdid it with the pepper. So we're going to be careful about that today.
Okay.
I don't think you can be over for me. I like pepper a lot.
So the ingredients in the authentic would be pepper. Then you would add your pasta water to it.
Oh, you're using the water.
Right. Now, as soon as the pasta's ready, you add the pasta, and then we add the Pecorino Romano cheese, which is authentic to this recipe. Excuse me. You can also use Parmesan if you like, but what makes it really authentic is there's such a difference between domestic and imported Pecorino Romano. It's just huge difference. So I would suggest using imported, but you can use domestic that you buy at the grocery, pre-ground if you like.
So now wait, how do you get it?
I was just going to ask that.
This is, we just ground this morning, but it is imported. This we happen to buy at Kroger's.
Which you can buy at local
Once in a
grocery store.
while.
Oh, once in a while.
Sometimes it's hard to
groceries
find.
like if you're in Dorothy Lane or something,
Yeah.
they probably have it all the
The
time.
cheese section in Kroger and Troy is pretty large, actually.
Yeah, they're good.
Well, the other difference in domestic and imported is if you buy it pre-ground or pre-shredded, it's going to have paper dust in it to keep it from
Cellulose.
from keeping it going back together into a big chunk. So.
Yeah.
And that's pretty
moisture
common with
control.
all pre-ground cheeses.
Yeah, I don't like to do that unless we have to.
Yeah. So anyway, what we got a good hot pan, and we'll go ahead and start with, make sure we don't let our pasta stick together.
And
So what
you
we're
didn't
gonna
put
do-
oil in there either. And you know, lots of people say they got to have oil in the pan so that it doesn't stick together.
So I would recommend, if you're just fixing this for yourself, one portion, probably 2 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
And then, Dar, if you'd add some pepper to that. Now, it's really easy to go too much on the pepper, and you don't want to use table pepper, the powdered type pepper.
Fresh
It'll be
ground.
really intense. You want fresh ground black pepper, very important on this meal.
I agree.
Turn that down just a little. We've got about probably 7 or 8 minutes before this pasta is ready, so there's not a whole lot we can do right now.
By the way, I'll tell all of you that when we're at the Bethany Center, Jerry and I are at the Bethany Center, anytime it requers pasta, guess who cooks it?
Yep.
I said, Jerry, we need
that's my
macaroni, cook it.
bad. So off topic, talking about the Bethany Center, if you've ever considered volunteering your time, or even if you have clothes at home that you no longer wear, please consider the Bethany Center.
Absolutely.
We serve some very needy people.
Yes.
We feed them, we clothe them.
Yep.
In the winter, we have a men's shelter to keep these unfortunate people out of the cold weather. And so if you ever consider volunteering, think about the Bethany Center. It really is a good thing, and it really helps Piqua, Ohio. So,
Not only that,
Thanks for
but
that.
it helps me because I
it helps
enjoy
me
it.
too.
It gets me out of the house. I mean,
It
you
really
know,
does. It's so nice.
and Sean and the crew there are just really good to us, and it just really makes it enjoyable.
Yeah, Sean's a good leader.
Yeah.
yes.
He's doing really well.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back, and I was wondering, How do you tell when pasta's done? I mean, that's always a question I get asked, and I don't know the answer.
Well, I used to throw it against the wall, and if it stuck, it was done.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a simple way to do it.
That doesn't work at my house. My wife would be really ticked off.
Yeah, so would mine.
The best way is to actually bite it and see how much it's done. You definitely don't want it overcooked.
Right.
It just turns to mush.
I want to see how done it is. This is the pasta that we're using, and remember, there's a whole. You said you look in there, and if it's white, it's not done.
If there's any white at all, it's not done.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is slightly al dente.
Slightly, I do. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And al dente means almost cooked, right?
Yeah,
And you don't want it completely cooked because you're going to cook it some more, right?
correct.
Or,
Okay.
or sometimes the sauce cooks it.
Right, right.
Darla, if I could get you to
That's good pasta. That's
start putting
different.
some of the cheese in.
For those of you who don't know, Darla's a really good cook.
Yes, she is.
She makes amazing desserts. That's what I get because it's leftovers from the day before. But I know on Thursday she cooks quite a bit.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Now there's some secrets to this. As you can see, the cheese may end up being nice and stringy. That's not what you want. You want a nice sauce. So what we're going to do,
Okay.
you can add more cheese.
You add a little more. Yeah.
So we're going to use some pasta water.
Yeah, yeah.
And why pasta water rather
Well,
than just
you
hot
need-
water?
What's keeping the cheese or converting it to a sauce is the starch that's in the water.
Okay.
Okay.
So starch from
So-
the pasta. That's why the recipes always say use pasta
Use
water.
pasta
That's
water,
right.
yeah.
So if you don't have enough starch, this cheese will not turn into a sauce.
Okay.
It'll just stay stringy.
Puts a nice glaze on the noodle too.
So if you do run into that problem where you're
Stringy.
not getting a sauce and you're just ending up with stringy,
Doing all this.
Uh-huh.
you can also add things like cornstarch
Oh, okay.
or flour.
Do you want those?
But flour will have a flavor, won't it?
The flour would. It's not going to be cooked.
It's not going to be as
And you
good.
don't need a whole lot, just enough to
Thicken it up.
turn this and go ahead and put the rest of it in, and we'll.
No, I don't see a lot of pepper.
No, we're going to add that now.
Oh,
All I can say is this really looks good.
It's such a simple recipe.
yep. I
And
can
I could see how that would go good with steak.
It really does.
I
That's
could
one of
see-
our favorites. That and shish kebab, but this and steak is just
Oh,
perfect.
Good.
And you can also have it with a piece of salmon,
Some shrimp. I like shrimps with them or some sea-
scallops. It's real
Would you
good
put
with
that
it.
in it?
You
No,
see them on the
shrimp
side, then you place them on the top.
Okay.
We're
Another thing
almost
you can do is
there.
you can add a little pesto to this and make it like a pesto. Yeah. Actually, I had that in Italy.
So basically, it's a basic that you can use for many different ways.
Very basic, I'd say. And they call it a poor man's meal, but what's the other poor man's meal?
Puttanesca.
Puttanesca, which is made with whatever you have in your cabinet at the time.
throw it in.
But the truth is, though, it's not poor man's because the cheese is not inexpensive.
No, it's definitely not.
But I'm
There we
guessing
have a
in
nice.
Italy, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
everybody
it's
has-
probably- yeah.
Everybody has cheese and everybody has,
it's a cabinet full, probably, of cheeses.
So this, a lot like carbonara, has to be served right away
Okay.
because
Well,
as
do you
it
mind?
cools,
Oh, no, I think I can manage.
okay, as it cools, the cheese is all going to congeal
yeah.
and
but it's still good cold.
Oh, I
Okay.
bet it is.
so we're ready. What we're going to do is set up our table and we're all going to sit down and enjoy cacio e pepe.
Okay.
Hey, Darla, how are you? Oh my gosh, you're having costume. We are. This is my favorite. My favorite. Good, good. So good to see you.
Hi, Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Jerry.
Look, here's Ron.
Hello, Sharon. Sharon's another Bethany Center.
Sure.
Sharon, come on in.
Cacio Pepe. I love it.
Pepe, yes, it's all ready to go for you.
Oh my.
Thank
Look
you.
at that, a glass of wine. And look how beautiful this table's set up.
Gorgeous.
This looks amazing.
It's a good food and good friends.
Salute.
Cheers.
I'll get y'all over there.
Okay, got it.
Good deal.
That's good.
What kind is this? That's a Sedan Genovese. It's a Tuscan.
Ooh, that's really good.
That is
It's a red
good.
blend.
Really
That's
nice.
very good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Came out okay.
Delicious. And you said they normally would do spaghetti.
Yes.
We can do this, can't we?
What kind of pasta is this?
Bucatini.
Where do you find it?
Most grocery stores.
Okay.
Yep.
And the cheese again was what?
Pecorino and
Pecorino Romano.
Okay, you get that generally in Kroger.
Kroger.
Kroger's will have it. If they don't have the imported, domestic will substitute just fine.
Well, while we're having a good time having a really great luncheon, we'll see you back at the studio, but don't expect us right away. It'll take us a minute to get there because we're going to finish this delicious food, and we want to thank both Jerry and Darla for doing all of this for us, and at the same time, we're glad Sharon was able to join us. So,
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
thank you.
Ciao.
Appreciate
Ciao.
it. Ciao.
Well, we're back, and that was amazing. We had a great time and some great food. It was so good and so simple.
I know. I really enjoy doing those cooking segments. Number one, because we get to taste the food.
Yes.
But number two, because I'm going to make that pasta.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It was really, it appeared to be easy, and yet it was delicious. And
I can't remember what they called it, though.
No,
It was poor man's pasta.
in Italian.
In
they had a
Italian.
special.
Cacio e pepe.
Oh,
Cacio e pepe.
cacio e pepe. Oh,
Translates to cheese and pepper.
cheese and pepper.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
what.
And
oh,
you know,
woo.
I like pepper. You like
Oh,
pepper.
I like pepper.
We like cheese.
I love
It was-
cheese.
it was
Yeah, it
amazing.
was really good.
So
Very
you should
good.
really try that recipe at home, and there's nothing more to it than what you saw on the screen.
Yep.
It seems so easy, but yet it was delicious. And it's time for us to wrap up this edition. Remember to find us on YouTube.
Yep.
I'm Don Smith.
And I'm Bill Cartwright.
And that's
what's happening.